Hey y'all, it's your lady LaVon. Let me turn you on. Oh yeah. I wanted to just, pop up and show out real quick. I ain't been on here. I've been real busy. I still got paint on my face and bullshit from working. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that we are really in the time shift that I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for this. In the time shift, the timeline or time shift is, if you don't align yourself with greatness, you will fall out of alignment with greatness. And what I mean by that is, especially in America, America is a land of illusions. It's Hogwarts. If you don't know, you will fall into the matrix, because we are very fake in America. We are taught to be fake because we all are being overworked. All of us. 40-hour work week is too much. We should only have a 20-hour work week for other people so we can cultivate whoever we really are. And there's not a lot of people that are really themselves in America, because it's just too overwhelming when you live in a capitalistic environment. And that's what I'm starting to realize. And you seeing a lot of downfalls of a lot of people. You seeing, especially a lot of people in the Black community, you are seeing some of the greatest downfalls that you wouldn't ever imagine. We'll just say number one was Diddy popped it off. I knew Diddy was gonna. I'm a very good, I wouldn't call myself psychic, but I have a great intuition on the human psychology, and it really ain't magic, y'all. It is literally math, and I'm really good at math. I was raised Catholic. My grandma and my great-grandmother were math teachers. And what I'm trying to say is, all that I know is a mathematical base. It's mathematically based that if you do this, then this outcome is going to happen. And people don't really have, I'm sorry, I still got so much pain in my face. So many things is going to happen when you do a certain outcome. And people think it's like, oh, she's psychic or whatever. Nah, man, it really is going to play out in so many ways. That's the whole thing about the Matrix. You know what I mean? There's so many outcomes, but there's only still so many outcomes. And, you seeing a lot of topics about men. The red pill content is starting to drown out. Younger men are starting to realize a lot of older men are psychologically gay. And, I want to say, if you like 25 and younger, a lot of these young men are looking for older women to actually marry. And it's really wild how many younger men approach me. By the way, caring about other people is very irritating. that's my pencil case. But as I break my habit, well, I don't really have a habit. I'm not as stressed as I used to be, so I really am just clearing up the rest of the ones I have. But anyways, you starting to see the older generation of men, not just Black men, but men in general, crashing out because they never, since the biblical days, have been held accountable for their actions, especially against each other and women and children and everybody and themselves. And it is one of the greatest times, but it's also very interesting. I won't say scary, but interesting time where women are really good women, to be exact, decent people, decent women, really backing off and being celibate. I've been celibate since September, and I'm not looking to break that no time soon, because my everything is better. My focus, my everything, especially when you're not aligned with someone. You might be aligned with them in a different timeline. Like, for instance, me and my baby daddy, when we had kids, we were close to the same alignment because we had the same maturity level. But as we grew, he did not. That is what typically gets people to break up, is the fact that one person isn't growing into their body with their, sorry y'all, I'm hearing in my arms too. Some people just don't catch up with their age and their mindset. So he's still stuck back since when I met him, and I am beyond that. And you even see it in relationships, like with Kevin Gates leaving Dreka And people actually on Drika's side, you know, normally people be like, oh, she must have did something. But we known Drika long enough to know that Kevin Gates ain't shit. And he went for a hoe because he's still on that timeline. He's on that maturity level. Now, he will regret it later. He will regret it later, and we know this. We know he's going to regret it later because he's going to mature and he's going to realize what is having coochie worth. You know what I'm saying? It's worth nothing, bro. We have overly sexualized every aspect of our lives in America, and we realize that's why marriages fails, because of money and infidelity, which are two things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of it. And now that I've been working for this company and I've been talking to the boss about being my own subcontractor, very much so, because I need the money. I need the real money. He understands that. He's been rich all his life. There's a guy there that teaches me how to like finish drywall really well. He gets paid $500 a day. Okay. And that particular dude, he's like, I just want to take care of my family. I said, do you go out? He was like, no, I just want to be with my family. I'm just doing this job to take care of my family. He's Mexican, of course, but his wife always cooks him meals. He always eat good. He got a nice body, cute Mexican. You know, he wants to take care of his son. And he realizes where our culture is separate. Mexican culture, typically, now there's degenerates, but they typically still put their family first because they know that money is not everything. Because even my boss, we had a conversation when he took me out to eat. He was like, listen, I've been rich all my life, and once I was just stuck with money, my life was the most miserable. Now that I realize that it's not all about the money, I am more happy. And I'm like, right, I've tried to tell people this so many times. It's like, you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have nobody to share it with, what's the point? You know, it really is, it sucks. And any rich white man will tell you that before he overdoses on fentanyl or something. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's a shame that especially a lot of black men, because black people don't understand we're disenfranchised because we don't stick together. That's the only reason why we're disenfranchised. That's why the only way to get undisenfranchised as a black person is to own a business. That's the only way to do it. That's why I am owning a business, because that's the only way. I can't work for anybody else because there's not a lot of black people with businesses that have morals, and then white people are not going to put me above their counterparts. So you have to own your own. And it's a very interesting time to see a lot of these men going down for never getting mature, never understanding how to communicate or empathize with other people. Like, they can't understand that, would you like this done to you? And be like, no, in their head before they go do some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that. They have not been growing. And there's the younger generation that sees that, and they're like, I ain't trying to crash out like that, because guess what? You're gonna get the same outcome. Kevin Gates looks crazy. He looks crazy. He don't look happy. He look like all he lived for is to piss Drika off. And that's all my exes. All of them live for, now that they lost me, because I'm rare. Because it's not about sex. It's about companionship. It's about surface level love, not being falling in love with nobody or no goofy shit, just on some brotherly, sisterly love and some basic shit. And these men can't do it. And they're crashing out. They're crashing out. It's very interesting to see a lot of these dudes drop some of the most loyal women to get with a fucking hoe, and then just for them to pretend in public that they like each other, just because they both know they just fucked up, just because they were trying to get with each other to piss each other off. Like, yo, and happy Mother's Day to me. My baby daddy blocked me, so I don't know what's going on with my kids. My kids can't say happy Mother's Day to me, so I said to myself, and I know that my treat to myself is getting this money. I don't care what he think he finna do with my kids. I have no worries. I don't have no worries. I know I'm protected. I know they're protected. And if they're not, somebody's gonna be unprotected if it's us. I'm just saying. But I'm not worried about that. I think they're doing fine. I dream about them, only good things. It's a shame these people don't know how to communicate, because that's really, it boils down to communication. Like, we as grown people shouldn't be, you know, ignoring each other and dumb shit. Like, that shit is very childish. Like, I am not dealing with nobody. Once I get these kids, y'all not gonna see me. Y'all not gonna see me. Like, y'all not gonna hear from me. I don't want to ever go back to the past, like, full of stuff that didn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, I've grown so much since I've been out here. I've grown so much. I'd be damned if I go back to motherfuckers who can't. Hey, Jade, I didn't like this, so we can talk about it. Or, hey, can we fix this? Or have plans to do better, or anything. Like, people are beyond childish in America, and I am so much happier now knowing, like, I'm on my way up. I got my passport, I got my birth certificate, I got everything that I need to be successful. I'm looking for an RV. I'm business. I'm about to go to work right now. Somebody just hit me up to do some work, so I'm gonna go do it. And it's as simple. Like, I don't want to do nothing else but work. Like, what else I'm gonna be doing? Because my days of arguing and going to jail and stupid shit over nothing are over. I know now how to protect myself. I know how to protect, like, no matter who I want to come back in my life, whatever, which I don't really think about nobody no more. Like, it's just, I'm so past the past. Like, I'm so past the stewing. I'm so tired. Like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, plotting revenge is tiring. It's tiring. It's not worth it. And y'all don't want to be stuck on the timeline. This piece of paint is really pissing me off. Y'all don't want to be stuck on the timeline with people that's gonna drag you down. So look around you. The answers are right there. Yeah.